The devices on the control panel can be different. Some people love racing cars, while others are fans of construction equipment. And my video is for the second group of people. Today, I'm going to introduce you to the coolest vehicles on the control panel, which you can easily confuse with the original ones. Well, before starting, do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell button. Done? Then let's go! How do you like this awesome building crane? It surprised me with its size. The toy is as tall as an adult person. Can you imagine that? Besides, it moves super smoothly, works perfectly, and has the full range of functions, just like the real crane does. In short, this is exactly the option that will replace the real crane in relatively small cases. I would love to have it in my collection, so next time I wouldn't have to carry something heavy myself. Forklift is a type of special-powered industrial truck designed to lift, move, unload, load, and store pallets and various goods using forks or other working devices. To make it a toy is an insanely difficult task. You have to take into account literally every moment, every detail and specification of the vehicle, so that everything will work properly and won't fail. And as you can see now, the authors of this project have managed to do it. The guys made the forklift perfectly. As I understood, it exactly repeats the model of some local Chinese forklift. In short, this is a super project and a cool work, which I can rate 10 out of 10. It can't be helped. By the way, I'm talking about cargo transportation. I can't miss this truck with a super long trailer. It seems that you can put at least 3 same trucks on it. What it was made for in the world of toys, I have no idea. And that is why I ask you to write your opinion in the comments under the video. What would you transport if you had such a toy truck at your disposal? And this is a plastic model of a compaction roller from CAT, but it is not light or unreliable as it may seem. You can even choose what function your working machine will perform. It can be both a lift truck and a scarifier, as well as the previously mentioned roller. People often think that universal options are neither one thing nor the other. It is something useless and they can't work good. Perhaps in reality they are right, but this toy car is definitely different. It performs all its functions perfectly. Why do people often make toys from plastic? Do they want them to break? Haha, what are you talking about? On the contrary, they want a person to play with them as long as possible. Metal is heavy. It should be used only when you are doing something as technologically cool and at the same time complex as this crane. It has a built-in complex mechanism that allows it to open and close in seconds. Everything works flawlessly and doesn't fail. In my opinion, this toy is more reliable than many Soviet-made cars. A mine dump truck is a machine with carrying capacity of up to 450 tons and a self-unloading body. The main scope of its application is the transportation of rock in the resource department. It is large dump trucks that form the basis of the mining company fleet. They have advantages both over conveyor transport in the conditions of moving rocks with different physical and mechanical properties, and over rail transportation, making it possible to simplify the dumping process. But we are here not to look at the giant representatives of this line, but at this cute dump truck, which is controlled remotely and makes a sound like a relatively small car does. It means it has a powerful and serious engine inside. I think that while I was telling you all this, you have already learned about the innovative superiority of this model over some alternative ones. The next truck surprised me with its exterior at first sight. It seems to be very similar to a classic model, to some old UAZ or something like it. But at the same time, it is literally full of brightness and originality, distinctness, shared with innovation. The truck rides on chain tracks, which means that no weather can stop it. It doesn't matter if there is snow, ice, rain, or mud. The truck will go where it needs to and follow the driver's order. Well, isn't it a perfect vehicle? And here is another mining truck, the one, you won't believe it, that is used in the quarries. In fact, this vehicle is much inferior to the rest in its innovative part, in terms of capabilities, and even in exterior. But it was the last factor, the exterior, that made me add this truck to the video. It is too little, but as the famous saying goes, it can go a long way. The rear part of this truck opens and closes automatically. This means that a person will always be able to manage it from afar and not get his hands dirty by off offloading materials remotely. Just think how cool it will be for the kids to play with such a toy. They will feel like real bosses of production who do not lift and lower something with their own hands, but use technology. In short, I give this seemingly nondescript truck 100 points out of 10. That's it. Well, if for some reason such large cranes and other equipment still don't impress you much, then I ask you to love and favor a small working machine on the control panel. It looks nice and decent. It perfectly performs all its tasks, does not freeze up, does not break, stands well on bumps, and works with sand. And if you set some other task for this excavator, it will cope with it just as easily. I like the model very much, and I would definitely like to give it or something like that to children. I bet they'll get high. Next in line is a no less cool model of a man truck. Its body is made exactly the same as the original one. The authors of the project have taken into account literally everything. They have even added a toy man there. This model can be additionally equipped with a light and sound module. As it turned out, the doors of the vehicle can open, and you can even put your little man inside the cabin. The main thing, it should fit there. You don't have to worry about the durability of this model. Everything is made of reliable plastic, which will not wrinkle or break, even because of the biggest bumps on the road. The cargo transported by this truck will always arrive safe and sound. And now we are going to talk about a front loader. Although it cannot lift anything heavier than its own weight, it can definitely be used in production. So, while you are looking at this seemingly not the most attractive and bright, but at the same time insanely useful loader, I will explain you what it is. A front loader is a universal self-propelled specialized vehicle, a type of bucket loader designed to catch, load, and transport various materials, as well as to perform quarry and earth-moving work. Its design features allow it to collect stuff in the bucket from any horizontal surface. Well, winter has come, ladies and gentlemen, so it's time to get a snowplow that will help to cope with all this stuff. Okay, I'm kidding. Of course, I don't think snow is bad. Actually, winter is my favorite time of year. Therefore, I get high. However, even I sometimes do not like when there is too much snow at the gate of my house. Therefore, I would be happy to ask for the help of such a machine. It is not big, but because of the powerful engine, it will quickly remove all the snow. Besides, the process will be insanely funny because it drives like some kind of Formula 1 cars, so it will give adrenaline to its pilot, as well as do a useful job. And this is a real homemade bulldozer, the very transport that you can use wherever you want. And it will always be useful. You can use it for snow removal, same as this dude does. And as practice shows, it copes with it no worse than snowplows. And think about doing exactly the same thing, but 2 or 3 times more. You will not need much more energy for this, but you will get more benefits. I think I can start my own snow removal business. I will go to people's plots and clean the snow with these toys. I'm sure everyone will lose their minds. This concrete mixer is no less top-end in its field. The Huena 1574 RC truck, equipped with a construction concrete mixer, is a scaled-down copy of a real professional concrete mixer truck. Thanks to the 1:14 scale, the toy looks very realistic. It has a large size and increased load capacity. In this model, it is worth highlighting a 10-channel control system, a remote control with a frequency of 2.4 GHz with a range of up to 30 meters, a top-end rechargeable battery, and a convenient USB connection. Well, isn't it a miracle? Tractors from the Tamiya company are probably the ones of the most popular in the world. If you don't know what a tractor is, I will quickly explain. This is a self-propelled trackless ground transport vehicle designed for towing trailers and semi-trailers, non-self-propelled vehicles, cargo on sleds and drags, as well as for towing artillery and missile systems, faulty self-propelled vehicles, and aircraft at airfields. In short, now we can see a unique and universal fighter, ready for everything. It is even ready to become your collectible toy, because the look of the vehicle is simply fantastic. By the way, have you noticed that all our today's trucks were made in a kind of high-tech style? Even the previous Bade has an innovative system of lifting and lowering the trunk. So why don't we remember retro models and taste their sweet sugar? In my opinion, they are not inferior to modern ones at all. I mean, in their exterior, of course. In terms of technology, there is no point in arguing. Therefore, I propose to acquire such a truck purely for the collection, so that it can stand and please the eye. Let the more modern wheels work. Leave a like if you agree with me. Well, that's all, friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and goodbye for now.